Hi, welcome to Woodchip Woodworking. This is video number 2. That being said, please like and subscribe to this channel and make this channel grow. My name is Paul Courtright. I had a close call this morning. I nicked the side of my finger, cut the edge of it, which kind of provoked me to think about safety, talk about safety. So this video is going to be based around safety, to be a short one. But it's not that it's not important. So one of the things that I want to talk about is a face shield. When I'm turning and stuff, I usually wear a face shield. This is a full protection here. It's a real nice, good, sturdy face shield. At bare minimum, I will wear safety glasses, okay? So you always want to wear safety glasses. These here are prescription safety glasses. They come with side shields and things of that nature. In your shop, you should always have a first aid kit. In the first aid kit, at least have band-aids, gauze pads, tourniquets, things of that nature that you may need. Hopefully you won't need them, but that you will have readily available. Okay. The other thing is too, wearing hearing protection. These happen to be just earplugs. These are just one brand, Heroes. They're good earplugs. If you look at them, they just twist. They got these little ribs. You stick them in, you twist them, and they fit real nice. They're nice and comfortable. The other thing is too, every time I'm sanding, I'm wearing a face mask. Okay, this just happens to be the ones that I like that are real good face masks. They do keep your nose clean. If you get done working in the shop and you go to blow your nose and you're blowing dust out, you need to think seriously about wearing a new face mask, dust mask, to help prevent that. The other thing that I wear is a pair of anti-vibration gloves when I'm turning. These gloves here, if you look at them, you notice that there's no frayed edges on the fingers and stuff. They're leather gloves. They're real good gloves for that. I got these from Stauffer Safety Solutions, so they're a great pair of gloves. When I'm turning, like using this roughing gouge here, the vibration of it and stuff deadens that, makes my hands, when I'm done, my hands aren't tired, fatigued, or anything of that nature. Along with that, I always keep a pack of rubber gloves, disposable gloves in the shop. Anytime that I'm putting on a chemical or using a chemical like this, acetone or something like that, I'll put on a pair of gloves. CA glue, if I'm using this, I'll have a pair of gloves on. CA glue, you always want to keep a debonder around for that simple reason. If you get that on your skin, that debonder will take it off. When you're putting on finishes, if I'm rubbing a finish on by hand, a piece that's off the lathe or a piece of furniture or whatever it is I'm doing, I will use a little rag like this. If I'm finishing it on the lathe, I will use a paper towel. Put on the wax or a polished compound or something in that nature. So when I'm picking out my wood that I'm going to be turning, this would be the wood that I would turn. This one here happens to have a little knot in it. I will fill that with CA glue or epoxy or something in that nature. Harden that up, makes it easier to turn. Always look at your wood. Here's like a good piece of wood that is destined for the fire pit. You see that it's got a nice big crack in it there, things of that nature. Not a very good turning piece of wood, so that's probably where that'll end up. As far as other safety gear, this is what we call a fireball. This here I got at the AAW Symposium. This one here, you just basically you roll it over or throw it in the fire and you leave. You get out away from the things. So you want to have some kind of a fire extinguisher. I've got one in the back corner of my shop, and I've got one out in the other room. I keep the fireball next to the doorway. You're not a firefighter, then you don't plan on trying to fight a fire with a fire extinguisher. You just use the fire extinguisher, clear your path to get out and do that. The other thing to think about too is if you have a cell phone, you keep that handy, or this here happens to be the Alexa, the Amazon Dot. This thing here works great, especially when it's dinner time. My wife can get on there and call me and say, hey, it's ready to time dinner, So, but you can call that and say, hey, I need call 911. It will call 911 for you. The other thing to think about too is never drink alcohol or alcoholic beverage while you're in the shop working. You want to stay alert. You want to stay focused on what you're doing. So, you're not impaired of any reason, in any shape or form like that. So no drugs, alcohol, things of that nature. As far as safety goes, you're responsible for your own safety. But one thing that Trent Bosch had said in a class that I took was, there's a little guy that stands on your shoulder. That little guy is your conscience. If you're doing something and your conscience says, I might want to rethink what I'm doing, because it may not be the safest or the best way to do it, but you're thinking, I just want to get this done, move on, it'll be fine, it's one cut. That's usually when accidents happen. But that little voice in there is telling you, stop, rethink it. He's usually 99.999% right, so you need to listen to him. So don't disregard when your conscience says, hey, I need to stop and rethink what I'm doing, because chances are your conscience knows better than that. I have in my shop, I have a air filtration system that I run, especially when I leave. It helps keep the dust down. And then I also have a dust collector that takes that dust out of the air as well. So that being said, that's pretty much my safety spiel for this video. Feel free to comment below, like, share, and subscribe, and I appreciate everybody's input. If there's something that you would like me to see or talk about or demonstrate, please feel free to make suggestions. I'm open to all kinds of things. Thank you, and have a good night.